Good morning and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. I'm Tim and I'm standing here with Jordan Ellis, our horticulture manager here at Buchholz Nursery. Guys, get excited, smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the Mr. Maple Show, and make sure that you subscribe to our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. Today we're bringing you Jordan's top 3 conifers here at Buchholz Nursery in Gaston, Oregon. This place, we bought this wholesale nursery this past year, and this place is loaded with cool and interesting rare plants. We're here, standing here in late February of 2024, and we got some amazing conifers to show you today. As horticulture manager, what is your daily role here at Buchholz Nursery?
The daily role is to oversee the horticultural aspect of Buchholz Nursery. So everything from the grounds to propagation to pest pathogen identification to figure out problems and solve and then implement solutions.
So right now, you're grafting in production in all different types of plants. So what types of things are you grafting right now?
Right now we're doing conifers, we're doing pines, we're doing taxodium, we're doing larix. We're also doing some maples right now during the winter.
Propagation is always one of my favorite times of the season. I know right now, Talon Buchholz himself is sort of taking you under his wing and teaching you through this propagation process, how it's done here at the Buchholz Nursery. What's been some of the most interesting things you've learned?
Most interesting things I've learned from Talon about taking scion wood is to always collect strong shoots. So we want to try and match the scion with understock as the best we can on first year's wood, preferably strong wood. We could dip into 2-year, but we want to try and find that first year that has strong shoots and match that with the understock.
Jordan, what do you like most about here at Buchholz Nursery?
What I like most is just the majestic atmosphere of this place. It's you're seeing trees that would normally be much smaller in the landscape, but they're just gargantuan here at Buchholz Nursery because of the Oregon climate and just immaculate upkeep.
So we're standing here with your number 3 conifer here at Buchholz Nursery. What do we have?
Pinus parviflora Kobe. It's a Japanese white pine, 5-needle pine. It's just got a really cool habit, and love just the way the texture of the plant, and yeah, that's what I love about it.
There are so many Pinus parvifloras here at Buchholz Nursery. Everywhere you turn, Talon really loved the Japanese white pines all around this garden. What made this one stand out for you in comparison to many of the other Japanese white pines?
Just really the habit on it, how it just kind of sits out there in the landscape, and the foliage and the texture of the plant is something that really catches my eye.
For me, when I look at this plant, I realize that this thing really has short needles. We're talking 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch on the blue-green needles. It means it's going to be excellent for bonsai because, you know, it's all about perspective and the size when it comes to bonsai. Also means this would be a great container plant. This Japanese white pine, Kobe, just has a tight, dense habit as well. I mean, for a Japanese white pine, this thing sort of brings it all across. Gives you some good blue color in there. It gives you that sort of fluffy appearance that the Pinus parvifloras are famous for. And on top of that, this thing is just a rock star in the garden. Pair this thing out there in the garden, if you've got maples, with a red lace leaf, red upright, a yellow Japanese maple, a green Japanese maple. It's going to show off because it's got that blue color. And contrast is the name of the game when commanding attention in a garden. This thing is going to rock it out.
So this thing's going to get about 3 by 5 in 10 years. It's a zone 5 through 7 plant. And yeah, it's just one you got to get in your landscape.
Let's go check out his number 2. We're standing here with Jordan's number 2 conifer at Buchholz Nursery. What do we have?
Cedrus brevifolia Kenwith.
What do you like about Kenwith?
Just like its tight, dense habits, miniature aspect. Almost looks like a bonsai out there in the landscape.
I'm starting to see a lot of similarities with your number 3. We've got short needles on Kenwith. We've got this regal stature. We've got a dense, compact habit. We've got a small plant in the garden that many people could use out there. It's the Cedrus brevifolia, sometimes referred to as Cedrus labanii subspecies brevifolia, Kenwith. And this plant is just a rock star out there in the garden. It just brings something unique and different, and it brings a cedar in a small space. Normally a lot of the cedars make large trees. You're thinking about the Himalayan cedars, you're thinking about these huge Cedrus atlanticus. There's some amazing plants out there, but this is possibly one of the smallest of the cedars when it comes to an interesting upright tree for your landscape and garden.
So it's going to get about 2.5 by 2.5 in 10 years and about 3 inches per year.
That is a slow growing tree for sure. And this is going to be one of those plants that just gives you something extra out there in the garden, an evergreen interest to pair out there with a lot of your deciduous maples to really add a splash of evergreen in your garden. So Jordan, what do we have with our #1 conifer for you here at Buchholz Nursery?
That's going to be Pinus contorta Chief Joseph.
What do you like about Chief Joseph?
The golden color it gets during the winter, it just blows me away.
I mean, really, what's not to like about Chief Joseph? The yellow color is outrageous in the landscape. It's one of the most highly intense yellows on any conifer, let alone any pine. It is an amazing Pinus contorta. I'm a little jealous of you here in the Pacific Northwest. Where we're at in Western North Carolina, it's very difficult for us to grow from the heat and the humidity. But here, it thrives out here in the Pacific Northwest. It thrives in the Pacific Northeast. It's a plant that is really unique, really special, and a plant that gets about 8 foot in 10 years. I mean, it makes a good mid-sized tree out in the landscape. What makes this tree your #1 out of everything here in the garden?
Well, just that golden winter color, and the backstory on it. You know, it was found by a hunter out in the Wallowa Mountains, and just he dug it out and brought it out, and that's how it came into the nursery trade. And just the story coupled with this crazy winter color is just what drives me about this plant.
And it's named after Chief Joseph of the Wallowa tribe, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it has this cool backstory behind it. It's got some amazing yellow color in the garden. It contrasts with everything. You know I love the color yellow. I mean, I don't hide that here on the channel. For a pine, if you can grow Pinus contorta in your garden, Chief Joseph is an excellent, amazing plant that's going to rock it out, add dynamic contrast in the garden to bring you a colorful garden that people are sure to enjoy. Jordan, how long have you been working here at Buchholz Nursery?
It's been about 4 months now.
So between your time at MrMaple and your time at Buchholz Nursery, you've had about 10 months in the super specialty ornamental maples and conifers. I appreciate you taking your expertise and sort of showing people what you like and what you've seen each and every day here at Buchholz Nursery. This is one of the most beautiful places on earth, the Floral Wonder Arboretum. There's so many cool maples and conifers and rare plants around this garden. It's just electric. Now, if you're a specialty nursery or boutique garden center and be interested in signing up to be a customer here at Buchholz Nursery, go to buchholznursery.com. You got to be a wholesale customer to be able to do that. If you're a mail order customer, make sure you check us out on MrMaple.com. We're that family mail order business. We ship directly to your door, and we do over 1,000 varieties of Japanese maples and interesting conifers. You know, make sure you're subscribed to the Mr. Maple Show here on YouTube. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.